been doing a bit more outside, I was thinking today, but it started to rain, so it's a little bit wet. Um, so, um, Today I thought I'd talk about TE, like total enclosure, and still my actual wardrobe is getting a bit of a run in. So, yep, see, doing a lot, renovating in rubber. Hashtag. It's not all that easy. So TE. Now, a lot of people have asked me a little bit about TE, and a lot of people don't know what it is. And it's usually a lot of people usually when they do TE or total enclosure, it's they can cut the sight. They're blindfolded. Their hearing is muffled. Sometimes they can't speak. Of course, you have to have nostrils because you need to breathe. Um, and the whole body is actually covered. Sometimes hands and feet are open just for like, depending on what sort of medium you're actually using to enclose, like leather or latex can get pretty hot, so venting of, you know, hands and fingers for heat control is essential, unless you have a completely climate controlled area. Um, and A lot of people usually, when they play with touch. So they are totally enclosed, but you can touch people through that. And with rubber, um, it gives that kind of like a hug feeling. And you can do it in various different forms, like vac bed is quite common, or vac sac, or something where it kind of sucks all the air out and you're completely and totally enclosed. Like, just a mask or a breathing hole or something, and people will touch you, so that heightens up your sense of touch. Most people play with touch, but there's also other ways you can play. Sense of smell, taste, your hearing. Don't just restrict yourself just to touch. Things can come in and out. People will play with different aspects of it, um, like introducing different aromas, um, different sounds and music, um, voice. All those aspects of it, not just touch. It's to take away some senses, or pretty much all senses, or control all of them, so that the others are emphasized, and they can focus on those. Um, what else? A lot of people, I think, don't appreciate really a lot of what they have, like as in their senses. Um, they take it for granted, you know, and we all have a lot of senses, sense of touch, hearing, taste, sight, smell. Um, and I guess one of the things, particularly now, is a lot of people are exploring, but don't only explore with touch, explore with other things. I mean, a lot of people are getting into foods and stuff like that. That is also another way you can do it. Like, imagine having someone completely enclosed. You can play with the sense of smell and taste, and really sort of control what they're tasting and smelling. Um, it's not all about just the touch aspect, which is all I can really say. Um, I guess for some people, total enclosure is pretty extreme. I guess it depends. I would suggest that people go into it kind of gradually if you're not really into it, or you're not sure if you're into it. You can start off with just blindfolds, that will heighten, other senses. Um, Most people, do that with blindfolds. Alright, take a try in a flotation tank or something like that, or a vac bed. It's also part of TE. Um, if you like wearing like compressed clothing or something like that, or even getting wrapped, was it saran wrap? You can just like wrap yourself up like a mummy, or have a wrap like a mummy, or something like that. That's take that away and put a mask on or a blindfold and just have like a breathing hole and just chill out in your own headspace. You know, if you don't have all of that, you can easily do that by, you know, it's quite easy. Not quite the same, but there's like those weighted blankets that people have. You can have one of those weighted blankets and then just sort of snuggle under that for a bit. That would be probably a pretty cool thing, particularly at the moment now where I am because it's winter. So a nice weighted blanket which sort of, you know, gives that warm, fuzzy feeling. And a lot of people ask me about, you know, why I wear rubber a lot. I said, well, like I got that feeling of like a warm, fuzzy blanket, but I have it all the time with what I wear. Yeah, sometimes it can be annoying and all that, but yeah, that's kind of what one of the reasons I do like it. That and the touch of chlorinated latex is awesome. So total enclosure, you might kind of think of the gimp from what is it, Pulp Fiction? That's kind of part of it. You know, having a hood on or a mask that, you know, covers the face, and you can't really talk. You can see in that one, you can see, but you can have ones where it you can't see. They have no eye holes. They just have like nose holes, so you can breathe. It's having one of those is for some people it can be a effort, but definitely go slowly if you want just face mask. And I've had people who are claustrophobic that I've actually put into well, not completely claustrophobic, but they are a little claustrophobic, and they've actually put them into a vac bed. It was just gradual, sort of like, you know, here you go, are you in okay? And said, look, I'm here, I'm holding your hand. And yeah, a few people, like about 3 or 4 people, I've put through a vac bed where they would otherwise be claustrophobic, and it is quite a thing for people to be able to do that, and they were quite proud that they were able to do that, which is awesome. Um, and turn something that was they might still be claustrophobic, but for that particular instance, they're not. Um, that is a little bit of a fear for them, and turn into a more pleasurable, enjoyable thing, and that is awesome. Anyway, total enclosure, something to look up, something to try gradually. You might take to like a duck to order, you might not, but it's definitely something to look in. I do like it, um, and you got to take in also account your health as well, because if you have aches and pains, sometimes if you're wearing something that's really compressing on your body, it might actually exacerbate that. So rather than emphasizing the pleasure or another sense, you actually concentrate more on the aches and pains that you have. So you need to be a bit more conscious of that. Anyways, that's enough for me today. I hope you're all keeping safe, washing your hands, not licking strangers, and wearing rubber. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Mwah.